Irapuato is the second largest city in the state of Guanajuato, only behind León, with a population of about 500,000 inhabitants. Although it is now an important center for regional trade and transportation center, as well as the site of several automotive and chemical manufacturing plants, the city's main industry has historically been agriculture. And it has long been known for its strawberries and the raising of pigs and cattle. The fruits and flowers of Irapuato's luxurious gardens are well known throughout Mexico. In the Pre-Hispanic era, the site was inhabited by the Chichimecas, a group of semi-nomadic hunter-gatherers. Later on, the Purepecha conquered the region and initiated the establishment of a permanent settlement. They constructed buildings in the Purepecha architectural style, produced pottery, and practiced agriculture. They called the settlement Chiriquizio, which the Spanish conquerors pronounced Irapuato, which meant the place with houses. The initial growth period, however, was short-lived. The downfall of the Purepecha Empire led to the abandonment of the settlement, at which point it was once again inhabited by the Chichimecas. In the 16th century, vast amounts of silver ore were discovered at the present-day site of the capital city of Guanajuato. This discovery led to the massive migration of Spanish settlers to the area. The evidence of this can be seen when admiring Irapuato's impressive downtown architecture. On the 18th of August 1973, thousands of homes were destroyed, and an estimated 200 to 300 people were killed when a dam burst, sending a 7-foot high wall of water crashing into the city. Many people were left stranded on roofs and high places for days before they were rescued. A mass shooting occurred at drug rehabilitation centers on the 6th of June and the 1st of July 2020, where 38 people were killed. Guanajuato, a prosperous industrial hub with foreign auto plants, has become Mexico's most violent state, a situation the government seems unable to remedy. The state is the scene of a bloody turf battle between the Jalisco New Generation Cartel and a local gang, the Santa Rosa Lima Cartel. There have been persistent reports that state authorities who once tolerated the Santa Rosa de Lima gang turned in the recent years to allowing the Jalisco Cartel to enter the state in hopes that they would end the local gang's systemic extortion of businesses. But while Santa Rosa is a less sophisticated gang that started out with robbing freight trains and stealing fuel from government pipelines, it has proved tougher than expected for Jalisco to crush. In part because Jalisco rivals the Sinaloa Cartel may be contributing money and guns to Santa Rosa. Mexican drug gangs have killed suspected street-level dealers from rival gangs sheltering at such facilities in the past. It was one of the deadliest attacks on a rehab center since 19 people were killed in 2010 in Chihuahua City in northern Mexico. More than a dozen attacks on such facilities have occurred since then. Mexico has long had problems with rehab centers because most are privately run, underfunded, and often commit abuses against recovering addicts. The government spends relatively little money on rehabilitation, often making the unregistered centers the only option that is available for poor families. In addition, addicts and dealers who face attacks from rivals on the streets sometimes take refuge at the rehab clinics, making these centers themselves targets for attacks. Although Irapuato has a somewhat deserved reputation as a violent place, I personally did not feel unsafe exploring the downtown area. For those willing to stomach the risks, can enjoy an old, stunning, historic downtown that deserves at least a full day of exploring. Among its many interesting sights is the Presidencia Municipal, the equivalent of a city hall, where you'll find the impressive Mural de las Revoluciones, which depicts epic episodes of Mexican history. Also, there's a light and sound show at the stairways every night. Don't miss the Berriozapal, a semi-hidden alley filled with charming cafes, little restaurants, as well as the Hospitalito Temple. In the area surrounding Irapuato, there are several old haciendas and archaeological sites that contain fascinating insights into the past of the region. Through the beautiful eroded walls of El Copal, San Antonio El Rico, San Miguelito, La Caja, and La Virgen haciendas, colonial-era Mexico comes to life. If you want to travel even further into the past, visit Plazuelas, an ancient city that was inhabited from 600 to 900 AD. There isn't much that we know for sure about it, except for a few mysterious rock-carved symbols and some serpent sculptures in the ball game field. So I hope you enjoyed that video. I have many more videos of this part of Mexico in the playlist that is linked in the description below this video. You'll also find a link to another playlist of when I bicycled through Mexico. That was part of a larger trip, bicycling through Latin America. I've also bicycled through Eastern Africa and Central and Eastern Europe, and I have playlists for all those countries that I've bicycled through available on this very same YouTube channel, Hum of the Earth. Alternatively, if you'd like to see an interactive map of everywhere that I've been and all the things that I got to see and do, I have that interactive map available over on my website, followthehumoftheearth.com. Where you can click on the different locations and see all the blog posts and videos that I've made of those places. And if you'd like to follow my continuing adventures through Mexico and beyond, you can do so by clicking on the red subscribe button and clicking on the bell to be notified when new videos come out. Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed. Have a good one.